Yes, hello. How you doing, people? It is Ray Lytle. Morning Disaster. I'm Ray. On a Thursday. I am barely here. I have severe pain in my hip. I have hip pain, Steve.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's horrible. I had it yesterday, and I took a bunch of a THC rub, which I didn't even know we had. THC rub. My wife got some for my daughter, and then my daughter, didn't like it.
Did it work for you?
Well, yeah, she had it, and so I've used CBD oil,
Right.
But I don't have a CBD place to get it anymore. So I have, I just have pain, and my wife goes, "You can try this THC stuff," and I tried it, and it helped me yesterday. And then I went to bed last night, and while I was sleeping, the same thing, my hip started hurting, and I had hip pain, which kept me awake, and then I woke up today, and
Did you just have your shots on your knees this week?
Yeah, but it's not my hip. It's hips are. I hurt my hip. I was lifting weights in the wheelchair the other day. I don't know why. I should get out of the wheelchair and go to a regular bench or a chair.
Right.
But for some reason, I was still in the wheelchair and I was just lifting. But I could tell while I was lifting, I was like I felt a weird tweak in, my hip. And I was like, that's kind of weird. You know what I mean? That was
right.
a weird, that was a weird feeling. And and I said, well, I'll screw it. I'll worry about it, later. And I should have worried about it right then, because now it's been hurting, and so yeah, that's what I'm going through.
Mm.
That hip pain, which I didn't know was a thing,
Well,
oh well.
You're getting older.
Yeah, I know that you're rooting for the pain. Are you rooting for the pain or rooting for Ray?
Who, me?
Yeah.
You.
It seems like you're rooting for the pain.
Pain.
Yeah.
Pain.
Yeah. It seems
It
seems like you guys are rooting for the pain and not rooting for the Ray.
No pain, no gain.
Pain equals entertainment.
Fat 420 says he had the same thing a few months ago, and it ended up with being arthritis in his hip. Well, I know I have arthritis in my hip. Yeah, I'm not. I know I'm. Thanks, baby. I figure I have arthritis in my hip, but yeah, it just usually doesn't. It doesn't stop me the way that the way that this had. It's just. It's just stopped me in my tracks. I can't even. I can't even do anything. So I was sleeping last night, and the pain kept me up. And that's the worst thing, by the way, because I have knee pain when I sleep, but I go back to sleep. I wake up and go, oh God, there's knee pain. And then I go back to sleep and I dream, and I always have knee pain in my dreams, but I still sleep. You know what I mean? With the hip pain, it's like, because it's a new pain.
All right.
There was just no sleeping, Oh well. Oh well. I'm glad you take joy in my pain, Steve.
Yeah.
Steve takes joy in my pain. I'm glad it's making you happy.
That's just taking my pain away today. I don't have any too much pain. I must give it to you.
So you're saying the fact that I have pain has made you so happy. You're actually not feeling your regular pain that you feel.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm glad I can help.
It's switched from pain to joy.
I'm glad I can help.
Yeah.
I have
You're like a
Lot-
miracle worker, Ray.
thank you. I do have a lot to talk about today. We'll get to another message that I had about this week's shows. And
I can only guess.
what? I don't know what you're guessing,
Well, you always start off with, "I got this message
but well, that's how I
about."
that's where I correspond. I get my correspondence. Nobody sends me email. They don't send me emails anymore. They
And this
send me
week it's
Facebook
all about
messages.
racism.
Well, it's not. Well, it's not specifically about racism.
Okay.
Not mine anyway, or not anything coming from me. They
I
have just
have one thing I want to bring up that you said yesterday.
yes, Steve.
Yesterday, you made a comment when you were talking about me ignoring your wife that I was deaf. I am not deaf. I am hard of hearing.
For God's
I don't
sake.
need sign language.
Yes, I know you're hard of hearing.
I'm not deaf.
Yeah.
You said Steve deaf.
I also am hard of hearing, and I will sometimes describe myself as I'm deaf. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. You're right. You're right. That is an exaggeration.
I just don't want anybody to think, oh, well, Steve's deaf. I'm not going to try to talk to him because he can't hear.
My wife is so angry at me anyway because of things that I talked about. Things I talked about on the show yesterday.
She caught the show.
Oh no, she got
messages too.
Yes, she started receiving messages. She received messages from DC, from Jason, from Steve, and she came home for lunch and she goes, "What the hell?" She goes, "What the hell are you doing?" I go, "What?"
You son of a bitch.
And she goes, "I'm getting these messages," and I go, "I don't know what you're talking about." She goes, "Why are all these people messaging me?" And then DC stopped. DC actually came over to my house yesterday, and he came over to the house, and my wife was here, and and he talked to her here, and then she was like, and then she really let loose. She let loose on me while DC was, while DC was here, and started yelling at me about, me discussing people trying to get hold of her. And then she goes, but she said, fucking Jason and Steve and DC. And then he was right here when she was ripping into me. But she said that Steve sent her Facebook messages, and she goes, Steve thought I was angry at him. She goes, she said she wasn't. I'll make it clear. She goes, she wasn't angry. She was confused the night it happened because she was just like, why is he ignoring me? And then she realized she couldn't she realized that he couldn't hear her, so she didn't think much. She didn't go on. You know what I mean? Didn't carry on. She said I was exaggerating.
No.
That was her biggest thing. She said I was exaggerating the situation.
You never exaggerate anything.
I think she's
never,
crazy.
never, at all.
And then she goes,
That's outside your wheelhouse.
and she goes, and Jason, she goes, and Jason was concerned and texted me, and she goes,
Fucking Jason.
she goes, I have no problems with Jason. She goes, I like Jason. It's that fucking TJ. So, and by the way, DC was here when she was letting me have it,
Front row seat.
So I, so I'm not going to talk about her anymore. I'm not allowed to talk about what angers my wife on the show and get her involved in stuff. But she was concerned. She was concerned because she's very sweet. My wife she really is a wonderful person. She's worried about she and Bella are going to go to Texas, and she's worried about when they go to Texas, who was gonna help out, and so that's the big concern, and that's what started it all. But I said, we'll figure that out when it happens, and that was the big concern. So I want to say my wife was not, even though they can say I'm exaggerating all I want, but and my wife also claimed I was projecting, of which I just want to say that, my concern is legitimate, that I was giving out yesterday. I had legitimate concerns, and that is the truth. But I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I don't want to, bother her and get her involved to where, she's being bothered. So good morning. You're on the Morning Disaster.
Good morning. It's listener Adam.
Hello. How are you, Adam?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
On the subject of messages.
Yes.
I got the hot pic of Steve. A very temperature hot pic of Steve. It was the following picture that kind of was disturbing.
Good old Steve. What disturbing? What disturbing thing? What happened? I'm confused now. What disturbing thing happened?
Yeah. So you kept your promise to me, Ray.
Yes.
In the message that you sent me yesterday, I got a picture of Steve, and he was hot. He was sweaty in his car. And then the picture that was sent after that, the elephant pic, was of the second half of that line that you sent me.
That was
one that I really didn't want to see.
The Steve photos. I don't know who put the Steve. It was not me.
That wasn't an elephant. That was me.
Was Steve sending the pics?
I just did what the Patreon said.
Good
But
Lord.
what was sent fulfilled what you said was going to happen.
Oh, good Lord.
You said it, Ray, on the Patreon deal that Steve now had to send that picture to Adam.
Nobody. Okay, nobody.
Yep.
No, please don't send dong pics to Adam, letting anyone think that's coming over Patreon. Because that's not what I'm doing over Patreon.
Yeah, you know, I opened up my messenger from Steve. I'm thinking, okay, this is Steve's the cool guy. I get a picture from him. He's sweaty in his car. Okay, that's a hot pic of Steve. Okay, I understand. And I forgot the second half of the line, and a few seconds later, I see this elephant dong in my messenger.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I only did it because I knew it was Adam. I wouldn't do it to other people.
Stop sending elephant dong pics out.
Well, because that elephant, it wasn't an elephant. It was me. There's two legs standing there with a dong hanging down the middle. That's me.
No one.
Yep.
Steve's already handing out penny dropping pics.
Yeah, nobody wants to see. No one wants Steve sending them.
Is Adam under the right tier for that?
Yeah, Adam is under the correct tier. Yeah.
All right, good. All right, making sure.
I'm on tier 5, so yeah, I deserve the dong. I don't know. And please don't soundbite that.
Yes. I guess I'll deserve the dog. I want that preserved. Oh, my God.
But yeah, I mean, after I talked to Steve about it a little bit, he reminded me that Ray, you said that I was supposed to get that, and I'm like, I couldn't argue with that because you did say.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Steve is sending out dong pics. I tried to make that very clear that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Well,
Steve.
no. What you said wasn't exactly specific.
Yeah.
On the kind, it just like you did to Nick. It was implied. But not specifically stated.
Steve, no sending of dong pics.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just.
I think that's false advertising.
Something I was ready to see through Facebook Messenger.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
you need to send that stuff like over Snapchat. That way, it like disappears.
Yeah, just
I made sure to delete the elephant pic.
Remember
from my side of Messenger.
Remember, Steve, the internet is written in ink, not pencil.
Okay.
If you said if dong pics are sent, they have to be true dong, not elephant dongs.
No, I don't want any dong pics.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure they were authentic. I was trying to work for you, Adam. I wanted,
I don't want any dong pics, authentic or not.
All right.
Like I don't need a dildo pic.
You don't want anything like that
either.
You don't want dong pics, period.
Yeah, Steve, no dong pics. I don't even want something that can be confused with a baseball bat, but it has a vein.
So I thought you were requesting that I have Steve send more dong pics over.
No, Steve's gonna have to start getting creative and do more boudoir type photos.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve, you want Steve boudoir photos is what you want.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I can make sure that happens.
I want something classy,
a tasteful sheet over his crotch.
Yes. Yeah.
Something with some flowers around him.
I know what you're getting at. You just want some class in your porn. I get it.
We don't have to go hardcore. We can go just X.
I'll try to help you out. Make sure you're getting your proper porn. I'll make sure you're getting your proper porn.
I need to make sure I have things that I can enjoy, and elephant dong definitely is not one of them.
I could see what you're into.
What about feet? Are you into feet?
I'll make sure.
No. Remember, ankle is tier 1.
I just want to make sure you are properly,
For some people, feet is tier 5.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess that's true too.
For being a tier 5 patron, I want to make sure you're getting what you're paying for. You're paying top dollar. I want to make sure that you are getting what you need.
Yeah, and I figure if we address this now, it'll be ready for everyone else who becomes tier 5 later.
Yeah, so I have my severe hip pain, so I'm hoping I loosen up. I'm hoping I loosen up so I can work out today. But I'll tell you right now, I feel like getting through the show and then rubbing up that THC oil and taking a nap.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that
can you take like a hot shower before the rub down? Maybe take a video and set. No, I'm kidding.
no pictures, no video. Yeah.
Oh, come on, Ray.
But I'm
tier 5. Come on.
I am I'm just
You
hurting.
can take a shower before your wife rub some THC on your hip. Maybe.
Yeah, I should have had her. I should have had her rub. Yesterday she rubbed it when we woke up. She rubbed it and it got better. Today there was no rubbing. So I'm hoping it will just get better.
Just go take a shower and ask your wife for a rub down.
Yeah.
A happy ending.
I'm sure that will be very well received.
I'm not saying that anything will happen, but who knows? Maybe it will.
I'm sure that is. I'm sure that would not be very well received.
Well, it'll be very well received by you.
Yeah. And not well received by her. So.
Well, I mean, what's the harm in asking, though? The worst you're going to hear is maybe some colorful language with no.
Yeah.
But if you don't ask at all, it's automatically no.
There'd be not again in there somewhere, I'd imagine. I would imagine. And the Olympics are getting going, guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice segue.
They've already got some of the events happening, like team events are already going.
My wife got up yesterday at 3:30 in the morning to watch the women's soccer teams.
Yeah, and they lost.
I know.
Jeez, I couldn't. Is it their first loss they've ever had or something? I mean,
yeah, it was like in 60-some games.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they were undefeated for a long time.
Yeah, I saw people on Facebook that were happy. They were and I don't get this. They were happy that the USA soccer team lost because they don't properly show respect, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, so you were rooting against them?
Yeah.
So
you were rooting against them because you thought they were being. Because you thought they were being not patriotic, so you're not being patriotic by rooting against the USA.
So you root against the USA team? That seems kind of unpatriotic.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing that makes international competition so cool. Is it's clear cut who you root for. You know what I mean? Like anytime you ever have a international competition where we're going in as the USA team, you always have someone to root for. That's what makes the Olympics, the World Cup, that's what makes stuff like that really fun, is it's clear what side you're on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm going to go around and have like a Thailand flag.
Yeah, I mean,
or anything like that. Rooting for them.
I couldn't. And then people are and then I saw a lot of, they deserve, this is what they get for, and they deserve, things. And it was crazy. I'm like,
no.
So you were rooting against them?
Yeah. You don't have to like the players individually.
These are the same people who
went for your country.
These are the same people who went out and bought Colin Kaepernick gear and then burned it because irony.
Like you spent like $100 buying Colin Kaepernick gear and then burned it. I just didn't get it. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. I those are the people I just don't understand. Just a complete waste of anything.
Yeah.
Oh well. Yeah, but the Olympics, they're going like I've seen women's softball. I saw some soccer. I've seen a lot of the team events are already starting with because it takes a while to get through those events. They're already starting with that stuff, so they have group play and then after the group play, they go with the individual play and blah, blah, blah. So they won't even give out their medals till near the end. But I'm glad they're getting going because there are some sports going on. However, there is rumors that are saying they are still considering canceling the Olympics.
If the cases go up, they probably will.
And they're continuing going up there in they're considering going up in Tokyo. So I mean, it's crazy.
I heard yesterday that Pritzker's talking about another lockdown in Illinois.
Well, if we hit whatever numbers, he's going to have to lock stuff down. Yeah. I mean, Illinois has, and I can't remember the number we're at for vaccinations. We are not where we need to be, but we're not like Missouri.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, we're doing a lot better than other states, but we could be doing better than that.
Like Missouri, they want everybody at like 75%. Is that what it is, Nick? 75% or whatever?
Yes.
And Missouri is like, 18% or something. Illinois is much higher. I think we're almost at 50. So we're much higher than that.
Missouri's going to have a whole India type of thing on their hands soon.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, it truly is. I'm just blown away. I'm blown away. Just get vaccinated. I don't understand.
Well, here's the thing. Now you're seeing it on Fox News that they're begging people to go get vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're losing viewership because all their viewers are getting sick and dying.
Yeah, I think the lawyers of the Fox News are probably telling people.
Yeah, that too.
Let's
dial this back.
Because here's the bottom line is, and there are still people there are people who have been vaccinated that are getting sick. Like you still get it. But
yes.
When you get vaccinated, you're not going to die from it.
Yeah, you're good. Then it feels like, a cold or the flu.
Yeah.
But you're not going to, suffer from it.
Like there are people who didn't get vaccinated and they're getting sick and they're having the same problem with, they don't have enough respirators and all that stuff. They're having the same problems they had last year when it went crazy. Because
this variant is a killer.
Yeah.
Much worse.
It's more contagious.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hear the Johnson & Johnson shot doesn't even cover the variant.
I got Pfizer. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, yeah, I know. I got Pfizer too.
I don't.
But
I don't discuss the subpar.
We don't associate with Johnson & Johnson.
I think I read that on Google News that they were concerned because the Johnson & Johnson one doesn't cover the Delta variant.
Well, I just want to make sure of that stuff before we say any of that, Adam. I want to.
Yeah.
I think I read that on Google News is not up to the standard that
that you want to have out. I understand.
Yeah. I am sure that I read this, and this is exactly what I read, is different from. I think I read this. No, I'd rather not.
I understand. I apologize.
I'll remember that phrase, Ray.
Well, it is interesting because I did get viewer messages about something involving Nick. I did get viewer messages, and they go, I stand with Nick.
Oh,
I stand with Nick, and I thought
I need some T-shirts made or some bumper stickers.
When I read, I go, that's nice.
That sounds like a new hashtag.
That's
listener is standing with Nick. They said, I stand with Nick. He lives in the United States. And I should not make fun of Nick because of his racism.
Oh my God. that was a good judo flip right there.
And I read that and I thought, you know what? This is America. You're absolutely right. This is America.
That was a great judo flip.
Even though
what business business is it of ours?
Yeah, even though it repulses
on whether Nick is racist.
Well, it repulses me, and there's my problem. I'm so repulsed that I should keep it out. I should keep that out of my, broadcasting.
Well, a year and a half has been a good run.
So I wanted to say that, yeah, I am. You're right. I shouldn't. You're correct in standing with Nick. And you're right. I shouldn't make fun of him. I shouldn't make fun of him for his racism, and
we should not make fun of Nick solely based on his racism.
I should not. I shouldn't. I just shouldn't. You guys,
When's the TV show?
Yeah.
So speaking of this, Nick, are you still going to do your show on Sunday that you referenced yesterday about ethnic people and what's the problem with them?
No.
He did. He did say yesterday that he was going to start. He did
by advice of counsel, I was asked not to do that. So
yeah. I just can't believe that Nick has never displayed any of his racism to me. He's never been out with his. I just want to go on record as saying that to everybody out there viewing, listening, whatever you're doing. Nick has never shared his racism with me. I have. He's never outwardly expressed or proclaimed his racism and insisted that he bring it up on the show.
But you can catch my YouTube series on how to properly make a ghost costume.
Well, So I just want to say that is not something that he's done.
Ray, I have got to say, I am impressed. You are a cunning linguist.
Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I'm going to let you go and pick up all those things that I've meant to do this week and haven't gotten to. But anyway, thank you, Adam.
Yep.
There we go. Yeah.
Thanks.
I feel like I have once again. I read our listeners' quotes, and you're right. You should stand with Nick. I should not pick at him for his racism. I shouldn't do that at all. Completely wrong. And I apologize. Nick, I apologize for that. I apologize if it sounded like, I apologize if it sounded like I was somehow, attacking you for your racism. That's not what I was doing at all. So although I'll just leave it at that.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. I was calling the police because I saw some people who didn't look like me over in someone's yard.
I just wanted to get that out there. Oh God. Oh well. Yeah. So we're hoping, I hope they don't cancel the Olympics right before what do they do? The games have already started. If they cancel the Olympics, does that just mean
everyone goes home?
Yeah. But those people who played the games, do they get nothing?
A pat on the back. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah. Well, I don't want the USA to end 0-1. You know what I mean? I know they're playing again, Sunday?
Saturday or Sunday, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I know they're playing again this weekend, so.
They're all early games, too, early in the morning games.
Well, yeah, because the time difference is so annoying. And the other thing is, here's the other thing. There's going to be major sports that are going to happen at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning our time. And then we're going to find out who won the Olympic gold, before we even watch it.
Yeah.
And that's going to be that'll be disturbing. Who wants to, I hate finding out. I don't want to watch an NBA or Olympic basketball game knowing that we already where I know if we won the gold, then I won't want to watch the game, By the way, there were guys that just played in the NBA Finals. Devin Booker, Chris Middleton, and those guys, they just got done with the NBA Finals, and then they're catching a flight for Tokyo. They're catching a flight to go to Tokyo and play in the championship.
Oh, lucky them.
Isn't that crazy? They're going, good Lord, they're not going to celebrate or anything. They're just catching a flight. Poor SOBs. Yeah. Oh, well. And people are making a big deal out of the beds that the Olympic athletes have. They're talking about the cardboard beds, and have you seen these? You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, and they say it's because they don't want the Olympic athletes having sex. The beds, you could have sex on the beds. You know what I mean? The beds they just tried to make they tried to make a cheaper bed. And they figured out a way to do it. That's all it is. Yeah. You could still have sex on the bed. And by the way, you could also have sex on the floor. When all these Olympic athletes are 18, 19, 20 years old, When I was 18, 19, 20 years old, shit.
They'll figure out a way.
Yeah, I could have sex anywhere. Think about where you were having sex at that age. And, there was nowhere I couldn't have sex. You know what I mean? If you think about that compared to now, now it's, I'll have sex in the bedroom. Thank you very much. That's it. I'm not going to have sex anywhere else. Even the thought of having sex on my couch is disturbing to me. You know what I mean? But when I was 18, 19, are you kidding? I would enter into
You'd point that stuff out to friends. Hey, see that spot over there?
Yeah,
Have a seat.
exactly.
Let me tell you about it.
Yeah. Like you would have sex anywhere. And the strange places, you know, that you would have sex. So these Olympic athletes, they don't care. You know, they're younger people. And by the way, the athletes that are professionals, like the basketball team, those guys don't stay in the Olympic Village. They'll be staying at some hotel in Tokyo. You know what I mean?
They're already doing that now.
Yeah, they're not staying in the Olympic Village with the commoners. You know, they'll be staying at the luxury suites or whatever. That's the joy of, you know, being an athlete from the United States is a little bit different than being an athlete from, you know, from one of the other countries. Like I imagine the basketball team from, I don't even know, you know, from some Eastern European country might not have the nicest, you know, they might not have the nicest facilities. The professional players who are, you know, giving of their time to be on the basketball team, they're going to be fine. They're fine. And I don't understand the people making big deals. They're like, how is one of those cardboard beds going to hold up so-and-so, Kevin Durant? Well, it's because Kevin Durant's not going to sleep in it. He's sleeping in a hotel. He's not going to go sleep in a friggin' some cardboard bed in the Olympic Village. No. So, yeah. So I've seen a lot about the beds, the Olympic beds. And I just think that's not number one. People could still have sex on those beds. Those beds have got to be strong enough to keep the beds have got to be strong enough to keep the person sleeping. And yes, they could still have enough strength to have sex on. They've made the beds out of some type of cardboard, and the mattresses are the kinds of mattresses you get from a like they roll out. You know what I mean?
They're from a box.
Yeah. And they're, you know, we sell them here you could buy a mattress like that in the United States. I mean, I got my bed was from Just Beds, but there's a lot of people who get, you know.
Yeah, my mattress came in a box.
They'll get stuff from a box. So it's not totally new. So they're making a big deal of it like it's some kind of hardship. It's not. It's just not like that. Let's see. I should probably get to some of this stuff. I'm trying to skip all the depressing stuff. Any depressing stuff. At least I'm trying to. Let me get to Giannis Antetokounmpo, who just won the NBA championship. Where did he go for his post-game celebratory meal?
Chick-fil-A.
Holy shit, you hit that right on the head.
Did I?
Yes.
Seems like the most appropriate answer.
Wow. You hit that right on the head. Yeah, after he won the title, he went to get himself a little celebratory meal. And you hit it. He went to Chick-fil-A.
This is a free promo right here, but it is what it is. Chick-fil-A, Chick-fil-A. Can I have, please, a 50-piece Mac Minis? 50 exactly. Okay. Not 51, not 49. Chicken Minis, yes. And let me have a large drink, no ice, half Sprite, half lemonade.
This is how this is gonna be? Oh my goodness.
Let's go! Bird C6! Bird C6! Bird C6! Bird C6! Bird C6!
Yeah, after the game, he and his wife and a little baby were going home, and he stopped at Chick-fil-A and he ordered 50 minis. One for
not 51.
He scored 50 points. So he ordered 50 minis and he taped the whole thing because he was going to put it on TikTok or whatever. And there were fans that saw him doing it and they ran over and all kinds of stuff. So there you go. Giannis Antetokounmpo went to Chick-fil-A after winning the championship. But did you get that drink that he had? No ice.
The Diva drink?
Half Sprite, half lemonade. I've never heard of that before. Is that good?
I don't know.
Does that sound good?
Sounds like a pain in the ass thing to make.
Steve says it sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
You gonna try that, Steve?
Sure.
I want a half. See, I wish now is the first time in a long time that I actually wish I wish Steve was driving and could go through a drive-thru and order a half Sprite, half lemonade just so we could see how it tastes.
I will today. I'll stop by and get one.
Yeah, I would like to hear
my opinion on it.
Yeah, I'd like to see. I've never heard of that drink before.
Actually, I've got Sprite and lemonade here at the house.
I wonder if that's good.
I don't know. I'm gonna find out today.
But I don't mix a lot of drinks. Nick, do you mix drinks?
Not like soft drinks or anything like that. No.
Yeah.
But I lemon.
I'm not a pain in the ass.
Well, I mean, he's saying give me half Sprite, half lemonade. My mind doesn't work like that. I've never gone anywhere and said, hey, give me half of this and half of whatever. But yet, at the same time, you know what I loved? I talked about it during the pandemic. I love that that orange Coke. I loved it. And in fact, when they stopped making it during the pandemic, I was upset. And so it got me thinking about how when we would go to the movies and my wife would get popcorn and stuff, I'd always say, hey, get me and she reminded me, she goes, she would go up and she would go to get the drinks and she would mix she would get like half whatever and she would put like she'd do like, she'd go to the fountain and she'd get the half Coke or whatever, and then she would also go to the orange drink and she'd mix them, so I guess I have done that before, but I've never heard. I mean, it was specific what he wanted: a half lemonade, half Sprite. Carlos says they'll call that drink the Freak Greek, just like Arnold Palmer. Yeah, because Arnold Palmer is half what? Half tea and half
lemonade.
And half lemonade. Yeah. So who knows? Maybe Giannis invented a new craze. So I do want to try it though. I've never tried anything like that. But I would, but I definitely would try it. So, Steve, let me know if that tastes good or not.
I will.
So, yeah, I wonder what have you guys tried? Is there something I'm missing?
It does sound pretty good.
But here's the deal. Like, I drink diet. You don't mix diet with anything, like what mixes with diet?
Regular.
Yeah, but I mean, well, no, what's what I mean? Like, you're not going to mix like
Rum.
Well, no, I know that liquor mixes with it, but I'm saying to try to keep it non-alcoholic and just have a drink,
I mean, what's the point?
Yeah. That is sort of my point. Is this how sad it is? But I need to stop drinking. I'm trying to stop drinking caffeine anyway, and there's still caffeine in my diet soda. But I don't think there's caffeine in a Sprite, right?
No.
So what Giannis Antetokounmpo had, there was no caffeine. He wanted a half Sprite, half lemonade. That's a caffeine-free drink. So maybe I should try that. They Fat 420 says they make a caffeine-free diet. Yeah, they make like what is that one called? There was something called Pepsi Free at one point. There's sort of a
It's Pepsi Max.
Is that what it's called now?
Yeah.
The Pepsi Free was like a brown can. And it had there was no sugar, no caffeine, but it had great taste. And then I don't see that anymore. Like I didn't see that being available.
Well, Pepsi Max still has caffeine though.
Yeah, see, the Pepsi Free was really good when I drank it because, like I said, it had great taste, but there was zero caffeine, zero sugar. It was probably 90% cancer, but it sure tasted good. You know what I mean? It sure tasted good. Yeah. Summer says, I remember when we were kids, it was cool to ask for a suicide.
Yep.
Have you ever heard of a suicide?
Yep.
What's a suicide, Steve?
That's when you can get your own soda, and you just hit every one of the different sodas in your cup.
Yeah, it's when they mix all the different sodas together.
Yep.
She says they'd get it at the skating rink. Yeah. And Fat 420 says, I called that graveyard soda. Yeah.
Animals.
That was not something I ever did. I never mixed together, the different sodas. That never, it never even occurred to me to do that. But yet, however, I would go to, I'd go to college parties and they would mix everything together in, they'd get like a metal trash can and they literally would just grab bottles of crap, and they would just pour it all into the trash can. And yet I would ladle that out into a cup and drink that.
No problem.
Yeah. God knows what I was doing to my body. But the thought of somehow mixing together soft drinks
all that lead
disturbed me.
inside you.
Yeah, I mean, it could not have been safe to drink out of a steel garbage can. You know? But I remember going to parties and that's exactly what would happen. Oh well. Yeah, it's just and then you get really messed up, man. I went to a party once at Blackburn. You guys know where Blackburn College is?
Yep.
And that's what they were doing there. They were mixing up they were mixing drinks in a, you know, in one of those metal, you know. So I went in and started drinking out of that you know, garbage can. And then I ended up in like a girls' dorm. I was just it was a crazy night. I'm not sure what went on, but it was because of what I drank in that concoction, that the concoction they put inside that garbage can. That's what made me do whatever I did. I'm not sure what I did, but no matter what I did or who I was with or whatever, it was because of that garbage can. So I just want to make that clear. And it might have been a great story, but I don't remember, you know, I don't remember any of it. You know, do you have those moments in your past where you're pretty sure it would have been a great memory had you hung on to it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In hindsight now, I wish I remembered everything that I did, you know?
Mm-hmm.
At least that way you can start doing your apology tour.
Well, yeah, I mean,
sorry, I threw up in your closet.
Well, you know, just like now that I'm old and ugly and, you know, it'd be nice to have some of those memories where I could remember really good times, you know. See, it would be because the stuff as I get older, the memories I'm losing are the stuff from, you know, from the best part, you know, the best part of life, you know.
Yeah.
Like I want to make it clear, I'm not saying the best part of my life was before I got married. That's not what I'm saying. But it was
sure sounded like it.
It was the wildest it was the wildest and craziest part of my life. So I wish I remembered those times more, because I do seem to forget, you know what I mean? Like I do seem to forget those moments that happened when I was, you know, barely in my 20s or late teen years, because that's when the crazy stuff was going on. You know. And I remember the early married years, but you know, like everything before it. I wish my memory of everything before life, before having a kid, you know. I wish, you know, although I feel my life's gotten better since having a kid, but like right before that, it'd be nice to have better memories of that stuff. DC says, I had a college friend that threw up on his roommate's rug while the roommate was out of town. And when he sobered up, he took it out to the woods like he was disposing of a body. Yeah. That's a fine story. I've never disposed of a body. That's something I've never done.
No, I can't say that because I've worked at a cemetery before.
So you You have disposed the body, Steve?
I work maintenance at the cemetery.
Huh.
So I dug graves and stuff. So yes, I disposed of.
We should play this. We should play this game, Nick, where we say things. You say things, and to see if anyone else in the group has done what you said you've never done. You know what I mean? Like I've never
I've never done a lot of things, so
yeah, like I've never had sex with a married person that was not married to me. You know what I mean? I've never disposed of a body. You know, I'm just come up with those things, and like Steve would say, like I said, if I say I never had sex with a married person who wasn't married to me. And Steve would say, well,
I've never had sex in a pool.
well, okay. Well, yeah, you would say I've never had sex in a pool. And I would go, well,
that's what this game would just end up being.
Yeah.
Just, I've never had sex wherever.
No, but it would be, it could be like, here we go. I've never stolen anything. You know, I've never broken into a place and stolen something, or I've never, you know what I mean? And then someone else in the group says, oh, well, I have. And then they give their story, you know.
I don't want to incriminate myself, so I'm not going to answer that question.
So but it lets me know that you have stolen something.
No comment.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I can't think of what the game would be called, but it would be cool to play, you know, that game. Like never, you know.
Never have I ever.
Yeah, I see where Adam wrote never have I ever. I think that's great. Yeah. Yeah. So
I've never jumped out of a plane.
Nor have I.
I don't have any reason. I think there's the weight limit probably. I probably exceed that.
I have no interest in flying anywhere. Nick, you just took that flight to Atlanta, right?
Yep.
How was that flight?
It was good.
Yeah.
No problems.
Yeah, I know my wife, she's getting ready to fly again, and
Well, I don't mind flying.
Yeah.
No, flying's easy.
Yeah, it's the walking.
Yes.
You get to the airport, you got to walk here and walk there, and you know.
It's when you're trying to get to a connecting flight. That's the part that sucks.
Well, I couldn't. That's why I couldn't fly. You know what I mean? Because I couldn't move around anywhere. Like, I wouldn't. I mean, could you imagine my poor family having to travel with me? How big a pain in the ass would that be? Because I can't walk. You know what I mean? So, I would be a major pain in the ass. You know, so I just choose to not go. I'll choose to stay home, you know, while they go do their vacation. And make no mistake, that's what it is. They're vacationing. I will not be vacationing. I'll be staying at home eating uncontrollably, and
Texting Jason.
spending the day just relaxing and watching TV, but they're the ones vacationing. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes. By the way, DC says, never has Ray ever heard of Never Have I Ever. No. Is it an actual game?
Yeah. I think Fallon did it on the Tonight Show. Or Kimmel or one of those.
Yeah. Carlos says, Ray, you'll be staycationing. Well, I think that's the point is, I think I'm pretty sure my life has become a staycation.
Yeah. I know how you feel, right? Yeah.
Yeah. My entire life is just one big staycation. That's sort of what I've become. It was like DC. I told you guys DC stopped by my house. It's actually good to see someone. You know. It was just nice, you know.
Yeah, getting out yesterday for me was nice, even though I had to do laundry. But I drove through the Milliken campus checking out girls.
You're admitting that?
Yes.
You're just an old guy that was out driving, and you chose to drive to the Milliken campus just to check out. How old are these girls at the Milliken campus?
I don't know, 18, 19, 20 years old.
And you're just driving around looking at them.
Well, I'll tell you, until I saw this sign that says, we are a whatever. And they would call the police if they saw a suspicious vehicle in that area. So I thought, I better get the hell out of here.
Tyler.
Neighborhood watch, that's what it was.
Tyler says,
well, that's your fault, Tyler.
Never. That's so funny. Never have I ever driven through a campus just to look at girls. That's fucking fantastic. Oh my God.
The saddest thing is there's hardly any there because it's summer.
So that was my concern. Is school even going on?
Oh, there's summer school. There's few kids there, but there's not very many. I'll have to wait.
So you drove through Milliken's campus.
Yeah.
With the just so you could look at young girls.
I had 40 minutes to wash my clothes. I want to go sit and wash my clothes spin, so I just went for a drive.
Did you see any good ones?
Not really.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Never have I ever got kicked off Facebook. Well, I've been that too.
So Steve drove through Milliken, wanting to check out little hotties. Oh, yeah. God damn. Now people are putting up their never have I evers. Never have I ever co-hosted Ray's shows shirtless. By the way, of these never have I evers that people are now putting up, please, Steve, if you have done them, please let us know. Oh, God. Oh, just fantastic.
I could probably get you all on these never have I ever because I've done some pretty freaky things in my life.
I just want to point out that yesterday you're saying yesterday you decided to go out and drive through the campus of Milliken University just to look at young girls that might be walking on the campus.
Right, exactly. I never had driven through the campus. I mean, I've been in Decatur for a long time. I never drove through the campus. I actually drove through the campus and down and through the park and everything, checking out. Maybe I could find somebody.
You just wanted to look at hot girls.
Yeah. But then I found myself at the corner of El Dorado and Union, which was there was a killing the other day, so I hot-footed it out of there.
Oh my God.
Never have ever admitted to being a creeper. I'm not, well, I shouldn't say that. I am. I'm a creeper. I'm a troll.
I just point out that you did this yesterday.
Yeah, next time I'll take
It's
a
not
video.
like
Sure.
Well, 30 years ago, you just did this.
Yes, yesterday. While I was doing laundry.
DC says, never have I ever had my cancer call into a morning show.
Huh. Mine's special. He has a phone.
Hello, sir. Hello, this is Steve's tumor calling in, Raymond.
Oh, hi, Steve's tumor.
I just want to let you know that I was very uncomfortable yesterday. We were driving through Milliken. Milliken, and I was afraid that some of those young girls would be looking and know that me, Steve's tumor, was somehow in the car. It was very embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Steve put you through such an embarrassing moment. Steve's tumor. Oh, God. Adam says, never have I ever sent a picture of an elephant dong.
Huh? Like I said, we might not want to do this. Never have I ever deal.
Good old Steve. I'm just blown away by. So you went to do laundry, and you drove through Milliken's campus. Where do you do laundry? What do you mean by doing laundry?
I have to go to the laundromat. I don't have a washer and dryer in my apartment, so I have to go to the laundromat.
Oh.
And the laundromat was close to Milliken, so I just drove through the campus while I was waiting for my clothes. And probably next time I'll drive through Richland campus. Check out that. I know there's just a small campus, but I might get lucky.
You just see some good young girls.
Yeah. Some girls like older men.
You think you have a fantasy like they're gonna like you and?
Well, I would hope that any woman would like me. It doesn't have to be the age. But you never know.
I got to tell you, even in my wildest fantasies, I don't. It's not young girls anymore. You know what I mean? I got to be honest. Even now, if I have a fantasy about someone, the age is going up. You know what I mean?
I just have a fantasy if a woman will talk to me. Well, it doesn't matter whether she's 18 or 85.
Well, I'm saying that, even if I'm on social media, I like a woman that's over 30. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's my type. And over 40 is,
Yeah.
I talked before how I'll go to the MILF section of Reddit and check out, hot MILFs. Yeah.
I know I'm on Plenty of Fish, and they have a streaming site, and I get on it, and all these young girls like, get off there, old man. You're old enough to be my dad. Quit looking at me.
Like they don't even want you looking. They don't even want you looking at them.
Yeah, I can't even talk to them. It's just you're old enough to be my dad. I'm
No.
probably old enough to be your grandpa.
But I'm saying that, that even when I fantasize about MILFs or women, they're of a certain age. You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
fantasize.
Right. I understand.
Like even my fantasies are of a certain age.
Right.
Like I have no interest in, I would have no interest in like a 19, 20-year-old girl. It does nothing for it. Just literally does nothing for me. And yet you're driving through the college campus trying to find some hotties.
Maybe there was a professor or something walking around. Hell, I didn't know.
So that's what it was. They were a professor that was walking around.
It didn't matter. I just was looking at the women. It's summertime. They're wearing shorts. I'm just looking at the women.
You wanted to see a hot woman.
I went out to the golf course. You could play golf course to look at the women walking in from golfing.
All right.
Yeah. Some good looking ones out there yesterday.
Hmm.
I'm a creeper. No.
So now you're admitting to being a creeper.
Yeah, I'm a creeper.
I'm sorry to hear that. It's highly disturbing. Here's hot MILF, Steve. I Googled hot MILF. And some pictures of MILFs came up.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to drive through Milliken campus to see, Adam goes, hey, super. Yeah, it does. He does sound. You are sounding a little bit like Jim when you say that. DZ says, so you think a 20-something will stop and think, oh my God, look at that old guy leer at me while he idles past me in his car. So hot.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
in your mind, that's what's going on.
Yep, exactly.
Like some girl might go, oh God, look at that guy who's
waving down and stuff.
Yeah. He's driving through the parking lot. It's so hot the way he's lusting after me. So they might pull you, they might wave you over and have some fun.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Jesus. So did you find any, Steve?
No.
Oh, you didn't find any?
No.
But you still went through. I mean, you do realize that I don't think school's in session right now.
Right. It's not in full session, no. But
yeah.
I'll have to check it out in about a month or so.
Yeah. When school starts, you could drive through college campuses.
Yeah. Yeah.
You never know. You might find a good one. Yeah.
We'll park outside of one of the sorority houses and with my binoculars.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna park outside a sorority house with my binoculars.
Like Pete says, go to the titty bar. You're allowed to believe the strippers like you. They actually play into that fantasy. Yeah.
And it costs $1.
Yeah, but that, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't even think titty bars are open around here right now.
Well, I'm just saying that you know.
I know.
Tyler says you're going to end up on a you're going to end up on a list by the end of the year. Who knows? Maybe that's what's going to happen.
Hope not.
Yeah, I hope not too. I do picture you sitting outside a sorority house with binoculars.
Like I said, give it a month or so.
That's very odd. Well, at least you had a good day yesterday.
Yeah, it was. It was a good day. I got out.
Yeah. You got out of the house, and I wish you'd have seen some people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some good-looking people wearing shorts. At least your laundry got done.
Yep.
How many washers you use at once when you do your laundry?
3.
And then 3 dryers?
No, just one big dryer. I don't separate my clothes. I just throw it all in there, wash it all, and
so you use 3 washers.
Yeah, 3 medium-sized washers and 1 great big dryer.
And then you just throw all the clothes in one.
Yep.
By the way, Fat 420 says the VU is open. Deja Vu is open.
Oh.
Yeah. So there you go, buddy. They're ready for you, Steve.
Yeah.
To go there and get your perv on.
Yeah.
You know. Bubba says go drive Uber in Champaign on a Friday or Saturday night. Yeah, buddy. See a bunch of young babes. Poor girls. That's all I think of during this conversation is poor girls. Because that's right around my daughter's age, you know. Poor girls. Hey, I had to give a reference for somebody the other day. Like a buddy, someone who used to work for me applied for a job and they put me down as one of their references. And the place called me. So I gave a reference. So, by the way, it made me think, shit, I wonder if anybody's getting references on me. And Summer cracks me up. And I wondered, like, what are people saying about me? Because I thought I gave I was just honest, but I thought that I was doing a pretty good job. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But all it made me think of, well, what kind of shitty references am I getting from people? You know what I mean? Like, what horrible things are they saying about me?
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't get a job, you know?
Right.
I think the system's against me. You know what I mean? I think they're all against me.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think. That's what I think. Bunch of MFers.
Yep.
But I was given I was given a nice recommendation to somebody the other day, and all I kept thinking is, huh. Do you have a list, Steve, of like who your references are?
No.
Like if somebody wants to get a reference from you, do you have it?
No.
Like I have, you don't have a people that are.
Well, yeah, man. Yeah, I guess I do. Yeah.
Like like who if someone said I need a reference,
Right.
do you have those people who you know?
Yeah, but I mean, very few of them are people that I really ever worked with. 'Cause I haven't worked in 10 years.
Well, but I'm just
Or
saying, just put me on your reference list. I'll give a good one.
I don't even apply for jobs anymore. I need to start. Trying to find just a simple part-time job.
Yeah. I'm saying, put
I just remember that.
put me down as a reference. I'll be a reference for you. I'll be like Steve is driven, man. He's highly motivated. In fact, just the other day, he felt like he wanted to see some young people, so he took it upon himself.
Yeah.
To drive through Milligan's to drive through Milligan's campus looking for young girls with short shorts.
Don't do that, because the only place you'd ever call is probably the golf course I just went and applied for. And I want to work there again, because I worked there back in the 90s, and there was a house back against one of the areas. And I'd go back there and park and watch the girls sunbathe while I was mowing. We all did it, though, all of us that worked there, so we all knew.
Yeah.
But there are a couple good hotties, and I drove by yesterday. I think, wonder if them girls still live there. if they still 20 years later,
girls be different girls, right? I mean,
right, be a little older,
not the same ones.
Yeah, they'd be a little older now.
Yeah, I would tell him. I'd say, Steve's motivated, man. He drove out, he drove to Milliken and drove around the campus looking for young girls. Yeah. I would definitely give that recommendation. So put me down on the list. You never know.
Okay, I will.
Steve also just told me. He also just told me he wanted to go look inside sorority houses with binoculars. And then he wanted to pull up the houses that might have young girls sunbathing. and just hang out.
I don't want to touch anybody. I just want to look.
So you'd be crazy to not hire Steve.
Yeah.
You'd be crazy to not hire him. Oh my God. Oh God.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh, I think you should hire Steve. No. He just told me. He knows how to dispose of. He knows how to dispose of a body.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh my God. Oh yeah. God bless you. I'm so happy. So happy Steve's on the show, everyone. Oh, God bless it. We got to wrap up today because I got to go.
Yeah.
I've got to go rub stuff on this hip so I can go work out today. So we'll wrap it up. Tomorrow we have a subscriber show. That'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Subscriber show tomorrow. Diane says there are many ways to dispose of a body. Just saying. Oh, God. Summer says, Steve, you wonder why you can't get a date. Just saying. Oh, God.
Well, other than these few people, nobody knows about my creepers.
Oh, God.
Other than I don't know, hard telling who's watching now. So it might be cat out of the bag now.
Oh, Jesus.
I might have just really messed my chances up.
Just fantastic. All right. I want to thank you guys for listening today. It's been fun. We invite you to come back tomorrow for the subscriber show. Subscribers only tomorrow. And new tiers. New tiers are being offered. But give me a chance to get home this afternoon and I want to try to fix the tiers up so we can because I don't want everybody to pay now and then have to pay again at the August 1st. So let me try to mess with that. And then should we do an afternoon show today? Because literally I don't know, not that many people have bought that new tier.
We can wait till next week or after August.
But let me know if you want to do an afternoon show.
I'm good if you want to do one.
Yeah. So who knows? Because Thursday is when the show's supposed to happen, but I wasn't going to start it till next week. But there have been a handful of people that already bought,
cool.
that third tier. So if we could do, if we wanted to do at least a short show, we could do one. So
yeah. I say we should do it. See if we can get some afternoon people.
Or Pete says I could just have a phone call with Adam. Yeah. Yeah. Which, we could do that. So I don't know, think about it.
Think about it, let me know.
I will. You guys have a great rest of your Thursday, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Maybe if I decide to do one today, you're right. I don't want to cut into Steve's.
Oh. No, none of that today.
I don't want to cut into Steve's college creeping time. God damn. All right, we'll see you guys later. Oh, Jesus.